So I did something, Sancheti, based on your requirement about the regulatory affair dashboard, where what I did is I tried to put the product name, the submission time, whether it is a NDA, whether it is a ANDA. So new drug discovery is there, or it is a abbreviated, so ANDA, and then DMF. And then there are regions like India, then Gulf, Brazil, US. So different region, and for that there is a CDSCO, GCC, WHO, EMA, US FDA. So different region has got a different agencies. And then what was the submission date? What was my approval date? And whether my approval is done or not. So if I, let's say, right now what I do, I unselect this entire part. So it is whether it is a pending, whether it is approved, and then some of the approval date are not been mentioned. So specifically I kept it open like that. Those are the null values, so that we can do the cleansing of the data, and we can also do some kind of mathematical calculation. So like what was my total time? Like there is a submission date and then there is approval date, but I want to see that how much of the total time I took from, let's say, submission to approval, and what was my average time. So that entire part we will see in a detail. So I tried to create a dashboard like this. This is the regulatory affair dashboard, where you can see there is a total submission, there is a total pending submission, and then what is approval rate? What is my total number of approval has happened? So against the 2000, pending is 1023. So somewhere around 977, somewhere it is approved. So my approval rate is around 50%. So out of 2000, around 50% is my approval rate. And then region wise submission, and then again, what is my pending approved status in each of the region. And then if I want to see how many different regulatory leader, those who are submitted, like Adya Sharma. So how many Adya Sharma has done? So he has done for the US around 2, and India he has done 1. So likewise, we can do many of the other things to understand what kind of the regulatory submission. So this is one dashboard that I created only for the regulatory affairs. Like you can add more things into this, like this Excel sheet, you can keep on adding more product name, submission type, region, or you may want to let's say update this Excel with some other things as well, some other your company related data. You can use this and start creating a dashboard. Yeah. So let me show you that how we can create the dashboard from the scratch for the regulatory submission. So first we will start with the Power BI. So what we will do, we will take a Power BI and we'll open from the scratch. And by now you all know that how to attach the data, how to cleanse the data, how to fill the data which is or let's say pending, which is not available. So those part we can see, and then we will start preparing the entire dashboard from the scratch. So let me take the data from the regulatory affairs file. So what I will do, I will take a regulatory file.
So can you please share this Excel sheet?
Yeah, sure. I will first share the Excel so that you people can start working on that part. So together with me, if you're doing, that will be great. Otherwise, you can learn right now, and maybe whenever you get a free time, you can do that as well. So I shared the file in WhatsApp. Okay, now you can have a look on that part. And what we'll do, we'll create from the scratch this entire dashboard. And along with me, if you are doing, that will be great. So now you can see that I have attached that file. I have attached that Excel sheet with this one, and it will make the connection between the Power BI and the dashboard. Now you can see there are two sheets. One sheet which is talking about the data, and there are certain null data. You can see here, there are certain null data over here, which is the approval date, where the approval date is not mentioned. So how to fill the data, what we can do about that part, that will go. And sheet 2 is nothing, it's empty. So what we will do, we'll first take a sheet 1. And what we need to do, we need to click on the tick mark icon, and then we need to do the transform data, because there are some null values are there. I will go for first transformation of the data. So it will open the Power Query Editor. Everyone, you know, right? Power Query Editor. Now, how we can make this data available like this? This is a null value. So I don't know whether this particular date is belong to this particular date belong to this. So right now, maybe you don't have the data. So for the let's say simplest way is we can fill the data. So what I can do, I can select this entire column and I can go to transform and I can go to fill. Now I can do fill down also, I can do fill up also. Now there is no value on the top. I can do, let's say, fill up, and then it will simply fill up the date. So 10/4 will fill up on the top side, and all the way like till the down, the entire data will become like a fill from the bottom to the top side. This is highly recommended that you should have your domain knowledge. If you don't have the domain knowledge, you might end up putting something wrong data. So whenever you are doing the data manipulation, make sure that, because right now these are the dates which are already like a approved date for one particular product, I am putting to another one. But if you have the correct date, you can enter the correct date as well. And similarly, if it is a, let's say, numerical data, you can either do the average of that one. You can either put a max, mean, or mode, median, whatever that you want to put, you can put that one, so that your data will not be null. Because if there is a null value, you will not be able to get a correct result. So you need to at least fill the data with the domain knowledge that you have and fill that particular part. So now I have completed this part, and as you can see that there is a filled up. If I remove this, we come back to the same stage again. And if we fill up again, then it will up with the filled up. So there is a completely like a audit trail which is coming up over here. And then what I'll do, I'll go to home, I'll close and apply. Once I do the close and apply, what will happen? All the 2000 rows, it will build into this and it will create a model. Once it create the model, it will connect the entire thing. So now you can see there is a 2002 rows are updated over here. And now what I want to do, I want to create one by one the entire dashboard. So how I will create, we will start taking first, let's say I want to put, let's say some kind of, let's say box, a shape which is a rectangle in nature, because now you can see we will start from the, let's say, making the dashboard beautiful from the beginning itself. Like last time, what we have done, we have just created the dashboard, the beautification and other part I have not taken. So I'm taking you the step by step. First, dashboard preparation, data manipulation, and third, now making the dashboard more beautiful. How we can do that part. So now we can go to the shape and we can make a rounded less, because there is a edge on the side. It is not looking good. So what we'll do, we will take a little less edge, so that we'll be able to, and then I'll put in the center, because then I need a space to touch on the canvas. If I completely fill this shape, then I don't have any space to touch on the canvas, and when I don't touch on the canvas, I'll not be able to get this part. If I touch on this, I'll not get anything here. And if I completely cover this entire canvas with this kind of shape, then I don't have any space. So I'm creating some space also over here. Now what I will do, I'll create a, let's say, one more shape where I will put a kind of, and first let us change the color of this one. So we'll go to general, we'll go to effects. No, we go to shape, go to rotation, style, and let's fill this with the some kind of dark color. Okay. When I click on this, this will open like this. And I will also put one more small another one, and I'll again do the rounded to, let's say, 6%, so that I'll be able to put this in a proper way here. Okay, we'll keep a space on the top side to put a dashboard name. We'll put a dashboard name. Like I want to change the color again, let's say to some other color, maybe, let's say. So what I have done is I have created what I did is I have created the dashboard colors also. You can have a look on that part as well. So in one of the dashboard, I have created some more color visualize. So it will look good. Like I will open the project management dashboard and also the project management data set. And then we'll get some good colors as well. So like if you see the first background color, we'll take it over here and we'll put it over here. I'll put a more colors over here. I will put this one. Now I also want to change the color of this. So what I'll go to style and change the color with the fourth, this color. Now you can see, so we have, yeah. And now we will take one more as well. And we'll start creating we can have little space over here. Then put it over here. Yeah, we can put it like this. And then we will take one more